we're now going to look at question 10 of your naming and functional groups worksheet. It's also a typical exam type question. We have a table. On that table we have 6 compounds, A to F. I'm going to have to work with them, naming them, functional groups, isomers, all sorts of things. So the first thing we're going to do is let's go through them. We have a double bond. This makes this an alkene. We have a triple bond. That makes this an alkyne. We have an OH, so we have an alcohol. 2,2-dimethylpropane, we have an alkane. We have an ester. And for the last one, this one's a little more tricky. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually just quickly draw it. CH3, CHC, and then there's 2 CH3s, so there's one. And there's the second one. Has to have a double bond over there, otherwise my carbons don't have enough friends. So that's an alkene. Okay, I've gone and seen which functional groups they belong to, which series they belong to. I probably along the way will need to draw D, probably will need to name C because they're not there, naming some of the others as we go along. But we'll deal with those as we get to the question. This is actually just going to make life a bit easier for us before we get there, right? So, 10.1. Write down the letter that, not then, represents a compound that has a carbonyl group. Not carboxylic acid, not a carboxyl group. That would make it an acid. We don't have any acids. We have a hydroxyl group, which is C. So the carbonyl group must be E. I've actually answered 2 as well, because now they say which one is the alcohol. Well, that's C. Now the next question. They say to us, it is a chain isomer. We're working with isomers. Isomers mean same molecular formula, different structure. So let's just look at this. We want to know if it's an alkene, an alkyne, or an alkane, because then it'll make it easier for me to work that out from my table. So if we look, we've got 1 carbon plus 1 carbon. We have 3 times that. 3 times 1 is 3 plus 2 carbons, C5. 6. 3 plus 3 is 6 plus the 6 in the middle. That's C5H12. That general formula tells me I'm working with an alkane. If you look at your group, if you look at your table, we only have 1 alkane. That's D. So it's 2,2-dimethylpropane. Has to be D. There's no other option here. Okay? Now they want us to give the IUPAC name of B. So if we go look back at B, longest chain, 1, 2, 3, 4. Double bond, triple bond, I apologize, is between the first and the second. 4 in the longest chain means that when I start to name B, okay, it's going to be bute, because there's 4. The triple bond is on, no, there's not 4. Hopefully some of you are screaming at the TV right now. If you look at this, what have I done wrong? I haven't included that part there. So if I do this again, because that was just nonsense what I just did. Okay, so we take that out. Okay, let's take that away. All right, and we're doing it, and this is why you got to be careful. I'm going to quickly, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's pent, okay? Pent, very, very, very important. And the triple bond sits on the second carbon. So this isn't bute, it's pent. Okay, so this is going to be pent to iron. Straightforward. Then they want the structural formula of compound F. We've done half of it already. We've just got to do it nice and neat for your examiner. Okay, so CH3, that was the first CH3. Then there's a carbon. We've already established we had to have a double bond there. Okay. Then there was going to be another CH3 because there's 2 CH3s for this carbon. And whether this CH3 goes up or down, makes no difference whatsoever. All right, now, next question's interesting because now they want the name of a positional isomer of compound A. So, compound A, first of all, when we look at this, the longest chain is this, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Plus we've got a methyl group. And that methyl group sits on the second carbon. So if I name this one, it's going to be 2-methyl. Okay, and this is all one word. We've just run out of space. Bute-2-ene. Please be careful because some of you are now going to be very, 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 very tempted to do the following and go, well, positional isomer means that I move the methyl group. I can't move it to 3. Okay? Understand that. I can't move it to 3 because if you tell me that you're going to give me a name and you're going to tell me that it's 3-methyl bute-2-ene, if I draw this, this is what I get. 1, 2, 3, 4, double bond, there's my methyl group. It's exactly the same as the other one. This is 2-methyl butene. I can't move the methyl group, okay? Positional isomer means I've got to move something else. I have to move the double bond. So this is what we can do. One, I can put it on the first one and leave my methyl group on the second one. All right? So in other words, instead of having 2-methyl butene, what I'm going to get here, and this is my answer, okay, so this is the name that I need for this one, okay, I just want to move this over a little bit, is this is 2-methyl, that can't change, bute-1-ene. Positional isomer, I've changed the position of the double bond. Very, 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 very important. Okay, then we get to compound E. Oh, look, compound E is the ester. I'm hoping you're starting to see a trend here. Compound E is formed when a carboxylic acid reacts with another organic compound. Write down the series to which compound E belongs. It's an ester. Name or formula of the catalyst. Reaction conditions, H2SO4, sulfuric acid. Then they want you to name it. So, we go back here. Oh, look, I've got lots of things which I now want to just get rid of because it's doing all sorts of weird things. All right, so let's just get rid of that. Brilliant. Okay, let's go back here. Oh, try to. There we go. Let's look at the ester. Let's get rid of this because when we name the ester, remember, we always break it up by the O. That's a meth. There's 3, so it's methyl. Methyl. Propanoate. Okay. I'll write that again further down, a little bit further down so that we can actually all read it because I'm not sure you can read what I just wrote, but let's just make it. Right, remember it's 2 words. So it's methyl propanoate. Okay, great.